Here's what I made from scratch and preserved in March. I made a huge batch of my veggie noodle soup from my cookbook From Scratch. This is basically my take on chicken noodle soup without the chicken, and after letting the soup sit for about 15 minutes after cooking, the pastino absorbs the rest of the veggie broth, so I made concentrate cubes. We were out of brown sugar in the pantry, so I used my mixer to whisk white sugar and molasses for about 15 minutes in the mixer. It will last months in an airtight jar, and it's plastic free. We also always buy frozen pizzas, so it's nice and easy to just pop into the oven for a quick dinner, so I thought instead of buying them, I would make them, and it worked really well. I also turned a can of tomato sauce into pizza sauce by adding my homemade Italian seasoning, and then I flash froze the pizzas whole and added them to freezer safe bags, and now they're ready to go. I was all out of ranch seasoning, so it was time to mix up some more. My chives were pretty large, so I decided to blend up the spices and then add them to the buttermilk powder, so it kind of made green ranch powder, but it works. We restocked miso soup, which is one of our favorites. This was dinner one night and then 3 more freezer meals. I also made caramel coffee syrup for my iced coffees. I don't buy creamer anymore because it's just so expensive now, so I add oat milk and then a homemade coffee syrup instead. I also made a batch of snickerdoodle cookies, which I froze into super cube cookie trays. I also made a batch of hamburger buns for the freezer. When they cool down, they get sliced, and then we toast them when they're ready for them. I also mixed up a batch of dry mix for muffins, and I made some muffins that we devoured last week. And lastly, I made freezer burritos. I made homemade tortillas, added a rice and bean filling, and some taco sauce and cheese, and then wrapped them up and put them in the freezer. That's all I did this month. Stay tuned to see what I do for next month.